I felt it sitting at my desk about 15 minutes ago. It was an earthquake, and it was sizable, 5.9 on the Richter scale.
Yeah, and then it was followed up by a secondary aftershock at 3.2, generally in the same area. Now, we've got reports from every single area of the state.
A magnitude 6 earthquake, strongly and widely felt, has just hit Hawaii, and it was felt all over the islands. It hits the big island of Hawaii, and this was a classic, we can say, volcano tectonic event on Mauna Loa. The volcano there, a magnitude 6 earthquake, Big Island at 9:46 p.m., May 23rd. Epicenter roughly 7.5 miles, 12 kilometers south of Honaunau Napupu. That is hard to pronounce. Basically, right on the western side, on the western flank of the Mauna Loa volcano. So now you might wonder, okay, how deep was it? 13.7 miles, 22 kilometers. Was widely felt across the Big Island with strong shaking up to intensity 7. That is highest, basically. Also reported on Maui and Oahu. No tsunami warning. That's the good thing. But I also want to show you here what the local news are saying.
Maui has checked in. The Big Island, they felt it there, obviously, where the location of the earthquake was, and Oahu. You don't normally feel earthquakes from the Big Island impacting Oahu.
And even the west side of Oahu, I'm wondering, because I got reports from the east side, from Hawaii Kai around Kailua. A lot of people, they said they've never felt anything like this one. It's been a long time since we have had one this size.
Yeah, this is a pretty good size. Now,
but there's a lot more. Sorry for the sound. I don't have a microphone. I don't have a tripod right now. I have no equipment. I'm taking care of a sick animal right now out on the farm, and I thought I'll be back in the city by tonight, so I left everything there. So I have to improvise. If you could see where my camera stands right now, I have like some DVDs on top of each other with a bag of nuts, not a bag, like a box of nuts to make it higher, and a cardboard box, and then I have my coffee cup and my cell phone's leaning against the coffee cup. So that's how I'm filming. I wasn't expecting that well, I should always expect that something is happening, but I just wanted to go to sleep, and then this happened. So I thought this needs to go out to you very, very quickly. So listen what they're saying here, and look at the map. That is also very, very interesting.
Magnitude 5.9 at a depth of 15 miles. It was 7.5 miles south of Honaunau. And then the second one was generally in the same place. I'm not sure how far it was south of Honaunau, but it's part of the same shaking that's going on tonight. And a lot of these earthquakes, although you might think it's part of the volcano, a lot of times, and it's often thought that these quakes are because the weight of the Big Island on the Earth's crust. The Big Island is very, very heavy, and sometimes they, make adjustments. Each island goes through the same situation. So,
and to put this earthquake in perspective, this magnitude 6.0, some say 5.9, they say it's the largest earthquake recorded in the entire Hawaii archipelago since there was a magnitude 6.2 earthquake on October 10th in 2021. And yeah, origin might be due to one regional fault reactivation that is there, or the stress regime to which the lower crust is subjected due to basically downward forces there. But here is an interesting explanation. I would like you to listen to that, because is it the island itself that is causing it? So does the island have to go on a diet? Is that the reason? Listen to this.
This was just about 4, 5, 6 minutes later. And again, it was pretty much felt statewide. What a shaker, though. Yeah, we don't, I don't recall feeling this much, feeling an earthquake on the Big Island since many decades ago. The big one. Yeah.
Resort,
and the churches, that was more in the Ka'u area, windward Ka'u area. I will say, though, can we touch on tsunamis?
There is no report of any tsunami threat,
Yeah.
so I was just going to bring that up. Again, my phone's blowing up from Hawaii Kai to Kailua. A lot of the windward side, of course, that's where I have a lot of friends and family and neighbors. So no reports of any damage that we know of. Again, this is really fresh. It only happened at
So multiple reports said they felt it, and I want to show you a few of them. So it struck near Kalaoa, Captain Cook. In the evening, was probably dark already, like 9:46 local time. Multiple reports from Kailua, Kona, and nearby areas. And you see this on the map here. So, and aftershocks. That's the interesting thing. There's already an aftershock, 3.2, and they continue near Honaunau, Napupu. 3.2, a fresh 2.0 was just felt. So far, the main shock, the 6.0, remains the main event. So let's hope that this is the main shock, that we won't see anything bigger, because that's what we do not want. And I want to say something. This is not related to Kilauea or the eruption episodes that are going on there, but definitely the entire island of Hawaii, how they say, shook heavily. That's why this intensity scale of 7. So the volcanoes seem to be quiet. Mauna Loa and Kilauea, they are expecting damages. They say minor to moderate damage is possible, and whoever is there and has damage, they're asked to report it. You also see the map here. This is basically where all the shaking was felt. I will keep you updated about this. Since we're speaking about earthquakes, you should watch that video here with this erupting underwater volcano that is going on in the Bismarck Sea near Papua New Guinea. We also had almost the same magnitude earthquake happening there as well. Add an erupting underwater volcano, and that's why fears that this could turn into a second Tonga are rising, because the magnitudes there are rising and the eruption is getting bigger. Steam is as high as 24,000 feet. Check out that video, guys. Incredible images from that underwater eruption that is close to reach the surface and could cause tsunamis and many causes for tsunamis that will surprise you. Not the earthquake, I can tell you that. Check it out. Stay safe, guys. I see you there. Bye-bye.